In this video, I'm going to show you how to open up a Charles Schwab brokerage account for the purpose of trading. You want to start by going to Google or whatever your search bar is and type in Charles Schwab. There you will find several tabs, one for login, etc. Just pick one. Once you get there, you'll be able to see the Charles Schwab homepage, which will look more like this. What you're looking for is the Accounts tab. Here over accounts, you'll see that there is brokerage and trading accounts along with retirement, educational, personal, etc. You'll need to choose the account that you want to trade in. For the purposes of this video, we'll be opening up the brokerage account. So hit that. If you're going to be on the account by yourself, you will open up an individual account. But if you're going to add a person's name to your account, then you're going to open up the joint account. For the purposes of this video, I'll be opening up an individual account. Here's what it'll tell you next. These are all the things that you can do within brokerage account. It includes buying and selling stocks, mutual funds, ETFs, and other investments. But our purposes will be looking and applying for something called options. It's going to cost right now $0 for the monthly service fees, and it doesn't have an account minimum. You're going to need your social security number or tax ID number, your employer's name and mailing address, and more than likely phone number. Also have your email address and telephone number. Now, if you already have a Charles Schwab account, you'll click here and log in. But if you don't, you need to create an account. So you'll click here to get started. They're going to be asking you for your personal information. So they want to know who's going to be opening the account. Your first and last name definitely has to be there, your current mailing address, your date of birth, social security number, and contact information. You need to make sure that your name is spelled correctly and that everything matches what is on your social security card. They do have a system where I believe they can run and check. And if anything is not matching up, then your account may not get approved. So once all that information is entered, just continue. Now, because I already have an account, they didn't ask me for all of my personal information, but just know on the screen prior to this, they'll be asking you for a personal person that you want to trust on your account that they can contact. You can fill that in. They will be asking you for your financial information and any additional personal information. You'll put it there. I didn't have to do it; it was pre-done for me. After you get through personal information, here's what will pop up. They want to know why you plan on opening the account. So for me, I normally check general purposes, but if any of these apply as to why you're opening a trading account, you definitely want to put that. Also, you need to select where the funds will be coming from that you will be using to put into this account. So most people or some people may have salaries from a job, wages, or even from their savings account. If any of the rest of these apply to you, you can mark them there. After you got that, then hit continue. For regulatory purposes, they are going to ask again for your employment status. They want to know who's the name of your employer, what their address is, telephone number, etc. for regulatory purposes. So once you put that there, then you'll hit continue again. I'm just blocking mine out so that my personal information isn't shown. Now on this next page, you need to answer these few questions, which are first, are you a board of director, a 10% shareholder, or policymaking officer of a publicly held company? You want to mark yes or no. And then, second, are you or anyone with a beneficial interest in this account employed by or associated with any of the following? So, if it's a joint account, you need to make sure you and any of the joint owners don't have this going on. Or if it's just yourself, then you're answering it for yourself. Now, most people don't need to answer yes, but if you think you might or you're not sure, then you just hit this tab button to let them help you. The next step is to let them know whether or not you want to receive paper documents in the mail or if you want electronic versions. For every box that you check, they will send an electronic copy. Now, if you don't have a check, then they're going to send you a paper copy in the mail. A brokerage account is very similar to a bank account. It's for the purpose of trading, but you can have a debit card or request checks from it. And this way, if you needed access to your funds that you make when you're trading, you can use it. It's almost like having a emergency fund or some other type of access to your cash. So you can check here if you want any of those, or don't check it at all if you don't want to. There's other ways that you can take your money out, like by doing a ACH funds transfer from your account. Now, if you're not sure where you're going to be living, or if you have trouble keeping up with documents in the mail, you want to make sure you have access to this tax form. I normally keep this as an electronic copy just so that I can easily find my tax form documents. You'll need to be able to file your tax forms from this trading account at the end of the year. So just mark whatever complies or is best for you. Now, this section is most important for traders. They want to know, for one, do you want to open up a margin account? So a margin account means basically that you're requesting loan features on your account. So a margin means that the bank or the brokerage is giving you a loan in order to buy and sell stocks or options or different securities. I normally mark no. As a trader, you can use margins as long as you don't have over four trades, three or four trades within a five trading day period. If you do, your account will get flagged for the pattern day trader rule. And after which you can only continue trading if you have $25,000 in your account. So a workaround for this is we create a cash account sometimes where we don't have to worry about the pattern day trader rule. We can get in and out of accounts as we want. And that is good as of the making of this video. So I usually check no so that I can create a cash account. Margins can be very risky. The next question is for options trading. And you want to mark yes, the purpose of us creating the brokerage account so that we can trade options. You want to mark yes that you would like to add this feature to your account. The third question is whether you want the Think or Swim platform. So my whole purpose of going with Charles Schwab is to be able to access the Think or Swim trading platform. So I put yes, I definitely want this. After you fill those out, then press continue. The next question is how do you plan on using options? Now, level zero for covered calls is really not going to do what we need to do. You at least need a level one or better. So where you can buy calls or puts, and we'll explain more about what calls and puts is in another video. Now, level two, there's nothing wrong with it. The more the better. Just know that it comes with access to margins. If you were to do one of these, get one of these levels, you would need go in and call the broker or send them a message and let them know that you do not want margins in your account. And they may bump you back down to a level one, but level one will work. All right. On the next screen, they're going to want to know about your finances. So, your marital status, the number of dependents, and you want to put your total net worth, your liquid net worth, and your annual income. So, your total net worth includes things like cash you have, property value, vehicles, investments, land, and subtract from whatever liabilities that you have. Okay. This is all going to determine whether or not you get approved to trade options in your account. So the more, the better. Whatever your annual income is in your house, it does not have to be the exact number. You just want to probably round to the nearest thousands. Okay. Liquid net worth means that anything that is more like cash. So it can be cash, savings accounts, and even stocks and bonds. Now, this next part is very important. You need to mark what your knowledge level is on stocks and options. I can't tell you how to fill this out. The only thing that I can tell you is that if your level is not at least good, and you don't have at least 1 or 2 years of experience, you will not get approved to trade options. Okay. The lowest amount that you will let you put for the average amount of trades that you do a year is $1,000. If you're seeking options, then that's the bare minimum that you can put to get approved. But once you've put what complies with you, then you want to hit continue. Okay, here they're going to ask you to sign agreements. So you just need to acknowledge all of your electronic statements. And they're also going to ask you, just in as a heads up, whether you owe any back taxes with the IRS. Okay. Once you've checked all those boxes, then you'll hit continue. Now, I'm not going to hit continue just because I do not want to open up another account. So once you hit continue, the next screen should tell you that your account has been made or approved, unless there is some type of issue going on with your account. At that time, you can go in and fund your account via electronic bank transfer or using your debit card. And once you do that, you just want to make sure and see whether you've been approved for options or not, because you definitely need options in order to trade the option contracts. So that's it. Once you've done that, you should be able to access everything. But that is how you open up a brokerage account with Charles Schwab to get started trading. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.